Hello, I am Khalid Awaisa from Daria Secondary School for Boys. Today we will talk about 11th grade scientific stream, Unit 9, Period 3. In this video, we are going to talk about relative clauses. And the aim of our lesson today is to distinguish between defining and non-defining relative clauses, which are the first two, the second which, and the last is that. The last is that. The function. A. The function of relative clauses. The function of relative clause. It defines the noun that precedes it. Defines the noun that precedes it. P. The function of relative pronoun. It joins two clauses in one sentence. And there are two kinds of relative clauses. The first is defining relative clauses. The second is non-defining relative clause. Now I want to talk about defining relative clauses. The first is who, that refers to people. For example, those people live next door. They have 16 children. The underlined pronoun here refers to those people. And if we want to join these sentences together in a meaningful sentence, the answer is the people who or that live next door have 16 children. Look here, we use who or that instead of the pronoun they. Look at the sentence. Where is the clause here? Yes, it's who or that live next door. And what is its function? Good. It's to define the noun that precedes it, the people. And it gives necessary information about it. So we called this clause a defining relative clause. Number 2 or P, which or that refers to things. Example, a camel is an animal. It lives in the desert. The underlined pronoun it refers to the noun a camel. And if we want to form a meaningful sentence, the answer is a camel is an animal which or that lives in the desert. We use which or that instead of the pronoun it, and we called subject relative clause because the pronoun here is a subject noun. Subject of relative clauses. Example number 1. That's the man. He made an accident this morning. The underlined pronoun he is a subject pronoun and refers to the man. If we want to join these sentences together to form a meaningful sentence, the answer is that's the man who or that made an accident this morning. We use who or that instead of the pronoun he because both of them are subject, and we called this who or that subject relative pronouns. Example number 2, a dog ran away. It bit a child. the underlined pronoun it refers to a dog, and it's also a subject pronoun. The dog which or that ran away with a child. Also we call which or that a relative, a subject relative pronoun. Subject relative pronoun. So who, which, and that cannot be left out. Why? Because they are subject relative pronouns. Subject relative pronouns. Look here. The dog ran away with a child. It's a false statement. And we must use which to form a meaningful sentence. The dog which ran away with a child. It's a meaningful sentence by using the relative pronoun which. Number 2, object of relative clauses. Object of relative clauses. Example number 1, I spoke to a man. I had met him before. The underlined pronoun him is an object pronoun and it refers to a man. It refers to a man. If you want to form a meaningful sentence, the answer will be I spoke to a man who I had met before. Who I had met before. And we can use that. And we called who or that here object relative pronouns because we use them instead of the pronoun, the object pronoun him. Example number 2, that's the book. I read it last week. That's the book. I read it last week. The underlined pronoun it refers to the book and it's also object pronoun. And we should use object relative pronouns. That's the book which or that I read last week. I read last week. So in this kind of object relative pronouns, we can leave out the relative pronouns. Look at the example number 1. I spoke to a man. Who or that? Who or that here? We call them object relative pronouns. We can leave them out. And the sentence is called reduced relative clause. Reduced relative clause. The sentence called reduced relative clause. Look at the example here. That's the book I read last week. It's a meaningful sentence. It's a meaningful sentence. And it's complete sentence. 2 non-defining relative clauses. Non-defining relative clauses. Example number 1. Omar's parents live in Jordan. They are retired now. They refers to Omar's parents. Omar's parents. If you want to join these sentences together, the answer will be Omar's parents who are retired now live in Jordan. Live in Jordan. The clause who are retired now is extra information and we call non-defining because the noun here, Omar's parents, is already known. And the clause between 2 commas gives extra information. Gives extra information about the noun. Let's see. Omar's parents live in Jordan. It's a meaningful sentence. Or whose parents? The answer is Omar's parents live in Jordan. It's a meaningful sentence and this clause extra information about the noun. Example number 2. I received your letter. You sent me the letter last night. I received your letter, which you sent me last night. This clause also non-defining clause because it gives extra information about the letter or your letter. If we ask which letter, your letter, the answer is your letter. So the sentence here or the clause here gives extra information about the noun in these two sentences, and we call them non-defining relative clause. Non-defining relative clause. And if we omit who are retired now or which you sent me, the sentence still works, and it's a meaningful sentence. A meaningful sentence. Here, a table summarize between defining relative clause and non-defining relative clause. The first use in non-defining relative clause, the clause gives us essential information about the person or thing in the main clause, and it tells us which person or which thing we are talking about. But in non-defining relative clause give extra information. Here, essential information. The information is very necessary, but in non-defining, the information is extra information. The fourth, in defining relative clause, there are no commas. But in non-defining, we use a comma before and after the main clause. We use two commas. In relative pronouns, who, which, that. But in non-defining relative clause, there is no that. We cannot use that in non-defining relative clause. In defining relative clause can be reduced. We can reduce the relative clause. But in non-defining relative clause, we cannot be reduced, or the relative clause cannot be reduced. Now, here is a useful worksheet, and with two exercises. I want to answer the first sentence, and you will complete the list. The story I read in the newspaper was not quite correct. The story is a thing, and we use the suitable relative clause here, who or which. Things we use which. In exercise number 2, join the following sentences using the given pronoun. Look at the sentence 1. Do you know that man? He is standing over there. The pronoun he refers to that man. We want to use the relative who. The answer will be, do you know that man? Who is standing over there? You complete the list. Thank you, and I hope I benefit you in this video in these bad circumstances, COVID-19. Thank you all.